Dear brothers and sisters, let us continue the book reading Reality at Dawn, written by Babuji Maharaj, chapter The Goal of Life. Anything short of liberation cannot be taken as the goal of life, although there remains still a lot beyond it. We find but a few persons who have even liberation as the final goal of their life, which represents the lowest ring in the spiritual flight. The problem of life remains totally unsolved if we are below this level. There are persons who may say that they do not want mukti, liberation. They only want to come again and again into this world and practice bhakti, devotion. Their goal of life is undetermined and indefinite. Bhakti and nothing beyond, as they say, is their goal. Really, they are attracted by the charming effect of the condition of a bhakta, devotee, and like to remain entangled in it forever. They do it only to please themselves. Freedom from eternal bondage is not possible so long as we are within entanglements. The natural yearning of soul is to be free from bondage. If there is one who does not like to free himself from the entanglements, there is no solution for him. Bhakti is the means of achieving the goal and not the goal itself. The fact, as I have stated above, is that they are allured by the charming effect of the primary condition and do not want to get away from it at any time. The narrow view that they have taken bars their approach to a broader vision, and anything beyond is out of their sight. Another fallacious argument advanced in support of the above view is that devotion, if practiced with any particular object in view, is far from being nishkama, desireless. The theory of nishkama upasana, desireless devotion, as laid down in the Gita, emphasizes upon us to practice devotion without keeping in view any specific purpose. It really means that we should practice devotion without our eyes being fixing upon any worldly object or without caring for the satisfaction of our desires. It does not stop us from fixing our mind upon the goal of life, means nothing but the point we have finally to arrive at. It is, in other words, the reminiscence of our homeland or the primeval state of our present solid existence which we have finally to return to. It is only the idea of destination which we keep alive in our minds, and for that we practice devotion only as duty. Duty for duty's sake is without doubt nishkama karma, selfless action, and to realize our goal of life is our bounden duty. Here Babuji Maharaj is saying about the goal of our life. See, if they fix their goal of life shorter than liberation, that means less than liberation, then they cannot solve the problem of their life. So, liberation is the minimum level of fixing one's life's goal. But there is still a lot remains beyond it, that is beyond liberation. But Babuji Maharaj is saying that we find very few people who even keep the liberation as their final goal, which represents the lowest ring in the spiritual flight. And the problem of life remains totally unsolved if we fix our goal below this level. And there are some people who may say that they don't want mukti or liberation because they want to come again and again into this world to practice bhakti, that is devotion. And the goal of such people's life is totally undetermined. It is not determined because they don't know what is the actual goal of or real goal of life. And their goal is indefinite also. For them, only bhakti and nothing beyond that. Bhakti, doing bhakti is itself their life. Why? Because they are really attracted by the charming effect of the condition of the bhakta or devotee. Because those vibrations of the devotion will be something which is very much pleasing to them. That's why they like to remain entangled in it forever. They don't want to come out of it at all. They do that bhakti only to please themselves, because it will be something pleasant, something good for them. That's why they want to do always bhakti. So, by doing only this bhakti, freedom from eternal bondages is not at all possible, because such people will be entangled in the name of that bhakti. So, the natural earning of soul is to be free from bondages. If again one entangles himself in the bondage of bhakti, is it possible to achieve the mukti? No, it is not possible. So, if there is one who does not like to free himself from the entanglements, then there is no solution for him to come out of the problem of life. So, bhakti is the means of achieving the goal, that is God realization. And it is not the goal itself. This point everyone should note. Doing bhakti is just a means to achieve our goal, and it is not our goal. So, the fact, as Babuji Maharaj have stated above, that is the bhakta and bhakti, is that they are allured by the charming effect of the primary condition. The charming effect of that bhakti condition will attract them, so that they don't want to get away from it at any time. Because of this, what happens? The narrow view develops in them, and it bars their approach to a broader vision. And even anything beyond that will not come to their view at all. And further, another fallacious argument advanced in support of the above bhakti is that if bhakti is practiced with any particular object in view, is far from being nishkama or desireless. So, Lord Krishna in his Gitopadesha, he explained the theory of nishkama upasana, and he emphasizes upon us to practice devotion without keeping in view any specific purpose. Because it really means that we should practice devotion without our eyes being fixed to any worldly object, or even without caring for the satisfaction of our desires. So, how should be our bhakti? How we should do the devotion? Without any desire for anything, or any expectations, or fixing our eyes on worldly objects. Then this kind of bhakti is called as Nishkama Upasana, and it does not stop us from fixing our mind upon the goal of our life. Then what is the goal of our life? That is the point where we have to reach finally, or it is the reminiscence of our homeland, the smriti, the remembrance of our homeland, and it is the original state of our present solid existence, which we have finally to return to. So it is only the idea of destination which we have to keep alive always within us. For that purpose only we have to practice bhakti or devotion. Babaji Maharaj is saying that duty for duty's sake. So what is our duty? Our duty is to achieve our goal, that is God realization, the highest state of condition of human approach. And for that we have to do one more duty, that is devotion. So duty for duty's sake is without doubt a nishkama karma, a selfless action. And to realize our goal of life is our bounden duty. This point we should note very much clearly in our mind. Let us read further. Now I come to the point what the real goal of life should be. It is generally admitted that the goal must be the highest, otherwise progress up to the final limit is doubtful. For this it is necessary to have a clear idea of the highest possible limit of human approach. We have before us examples of Rama and Krishna, the two incarnations of the divinity. We worship them with faith and devotion and want to secure union with them. Automatically that becomes our goal of life, and we can at the utmost secure approach up to their level. Now Rama and Krishna as incarnations were special personalities vested with the supernatural powers to work as medium for the accomplishment of the work which nature demanded and for which they had come. They had full command over various powers of nature and could utilize them at any time in a way they thought proper. The scope of their activity was limited in accordance with the nature of the work they had to accomplish. They descended from the sphere of Mahamaya, which is a state of godly energy in the subtle form, hence the most powerful. It is due to this fact that we find excellent results coming into effect through their agency in their lifetime. The highest possible point of human approach is much beyond the sphere of Mahamaya, hence a good deal above that level. It may be surprising to most of the readers, but it is a fact beyond doubt. The final point of approach is where every kind of force, power, activity, or even stimulus disappears, and a man enters a state of complete negation, nothingness, or zero. That is the highest point of approach or the final goal of life. Here, Babuji Maharaj is now revealing us the real goal of human life. It is generally admitted that the goal must be the highest, isn't it? Otherwise, the progress up to the final limit is doubtful. Until and unless we keep our goal as the highest level, our progress to up to that point is not possible. For this, it is necessary to have a clear idea about that highest possible extent or limit of human approach. So we should have that clear idea in our mind. What is our goal? Up to where we can reach, or what is our approach? We have two examples before us, that is of Rama and Krishna. These two incarnations of the divinity whom people worship them with faith and devotion, and they want to secure the union with them. So what happens? Automatically that becomes their goal of life. So when a person keeps them as the goal of life, then they can secure approach at most up to their level, not beyond that, isn't it? Now, Sri Rama and Krishna as incarnations were special personalities and were vested with supernatural power by nature to work as a medium for accomplishment of the task which nature demanded at that time. For that only they descended on this earth. They had full command over various powers of nature, and they could utilize them whenever they needed it and how they wanted to utilize it. So the scope of their activity was limited in accordance with the nature of the work they had to accomplish. So for what purpose they have descended, that they accomplished, and they left this world. Further, they descended from the sphere of Mahamaya, which is a state of godly energy in the subtle form. That's the reason why they had great powers, that is supernatural powers, because the sphere of Mahamaya is the most powerful. So it is because of that only we find excellent results coming into effect through their agency in their lifetime. But the highest possible point of human approach is beyond the sphere of Mahamaya. That's what Babuji Maharaj is saying. Hence, a good deal above that level, human beings can approach the level even beyond Mahamaya. Really, it is an astonishing secret disclosed by Babuji Maharaj today before all of us. So, it is very much clear that one can go even beyond the state of Mahamaya, from where Lord Krishna and Rama has descended. Therefore, the final point of approach is where every kind of force, power, activity, or even stimulus disappears. Then what remains there? Nothing. Nothing is there. And a man enters a state of complete negation, nothingness or zero. That is the highest point of approach. That is the highest point of approach of we people. That should be our final goal of life. So, dear brethren, today it is crystal clear about fixing our goal, where we should attain that state of negation or nothingness or zero. With this, I conclude today's satsang. Let us know more aspects in the forthcoming satsang. Till then, I take leave. Pranams. Namaste.